Hi everyone, for today's book review we're going to check out the ultimate French history of one of the most fascinating French liners ever, the Pasteur. This particular book was written by Jean-Yves Brouard and is the most comprehensive French language history of this ship in its first phase of its career. This book covers everything that you would expect from its construction, its design, its various internal fittings, layout, engineering, and then the varied career of this ship, from its brief entry into the South American service, followed by the outbreak of the Second World War, and its arduous trooping voyages, and then a segue in the post-war world, where instead of returning to full commercial service, it became a troop ship, sending troops out to what was then French Indochina, which is now, of course, Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, and then ultimately sending troops and bringing back civilians from Algiers. As noted, this book is in the French language. However, it's not that hard to read, it's not that hard to put words together, and with all the fancy apps that people have on their phones nowadays, all you have to do is put it over your pages and it will automatically translate for you. This book is beautiful. There's plenty of exquisite black and white photos, plans of the ship. There's even a fascinating one showing the modifications that were done to make it more suitable for post-war trooping. And there is a gorgeous color section where the ship is shown in its beautiful color glory. The ship's later career as the German Bremen is covered, as well as its not so successful career with Chandras as the Regina Magna, and then of course its final fate with its rather dramatic sinking is covered. But the focus of this book is purely on the first phase of this ship's career as the Pasteur. It has been an exotic looking ship, and this book covers the history of this vessel as well as you would expect. The complete history of this ship is yet to be written in English, but there are some books that come close. Probably the closest English equivalent to Brouard's French book is this one by Andrew Britton, which is the Pasteur Bremen, which again covers the first half of this ship's career and glosses over its career from Chandras onwards. The war career of the Pasteur is actually covered by this book, The Long Voyage of the Ship Pasteur, and the standout feature of this book is that it is actually composed of accounts and memories of troops and people who actually served on the Pasteur during the Second World War. The latter half, when it became the Regina Magna with Chandras, is probably most comprehensively dealt with this book, Peter Plowman's The Chandras Liners. And as the Bremen, I can never recommend this book highly enough. For a fantastic overview of its German service, then check out German Luxury Liners by Niels Schwertner. So there's plenty there when it comes to the history of this ship in the English language, but it has yet to be all comprised into one comprehensive English volume. But in terms of the Pasteur's career, design, its service in France, this is your ultimate book. This is a stunning work. It is 4 out of 5 captain's hats for all the stunning information that is included in here. And even if you just want to look at the photos or admire the ship plans, it's all there. It helps to put this ship's exotic design into focus. The French have never been shy in building ships that were never conservative or ordinary looking. The company that commissioned the Pasteur originally operated the rather boxy looking L'Atlantique. In fact, this ship replaced, or was meant to replace, the L'Atlantique. So if you love French ships, if you understand a bit of French, or if you just want to admire French ocean liners, and in particular Pasteur, then do check out this book.